Cigar lounge etiquette.
Oh,
yes. If you are a cigar smoker, or if you're just starting out, you may not know that there are certain things that you cannot do, shouldn't do,
right,
or should do when you are enjoying a cigar in a cigar lounge. So we're going to touch bases. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the do's and the don'ts. And these ladies have experienced some cigar lounges that need a little smack on the hand.
Yes.
About what they should be doing. And so like we had mentioned, cigar smoking is an experience.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
And you want to enjoy that. So from when you pick in a cigar lounge, and most people have their favorite ones that they go to, and everyone meets up and all of that. So let's talk about some things that you guys have noticed that certain cigar lounges don't do that should do.
Don't do. Clean those ashtrays.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I know when I first walk into a cigar lounge, I look for their ventilation.
Yeah.
I like to see how smoky it is, how many people are in there smoking, to see if that makes sense with the smoke. And then I look at, like she said, the ashtrays. Sometimes it grinds my gears.
Does it now?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Because it's just a mountain of ashes, and then you're having all these different smells already from all the different cigars, and then that stale ash smell doesn't sit well with when you're sparking up a
it's
new
like
cigar.
Walking into a restaurant and they haven't cleaned off the table from the last person's drink.
And they have you sitting there. So that is the same. So let's touch back a little bit.
Okay.
Ventilation.
Yes.
I have been to a few that their ventilation was awful.
Yeah, horrible.
And that means that you are sitting in a cloud of smoke, and it's not pulling that air out. So my eyes will start tearing, and I can't enjoy the experience because it's just the ventilation is not good. So cigar lounges, if you're going to be, and they can be small in stature, they can be large, they can be patio outside, you have to have some type of good ventilation.
Yeah, because we like to breathe.
Yeah, right.
Breathe.
Don't inhale. Again, we didn't touch on that, but do not inhale.
Do not inhale
a cigar. So all of that mixed in if they don't have good ventilation.
But breathe.
No. But enjoy. You want to enjoy the aroma, but not just teary-eyed and I got to put on sunglasses and trying to keep my eyes open.
One tip: do not wear something that you care about. I mean,
like a fur full-length coat. I've seen that.
That's a
full fur-length coat. What are you doing in here?
So what you don't know, if you don't know, is that cigar aroma is going to get into your clothes.
It doesn't even matter how well the ventilation is.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You will leave out with the smell.
Some volume of stench of cigar smoke.
Right.
That's why I wear wigs when I go.
I can't.
I don't play. I'll take this whole thing off and set it to the side when I get in the house, and I'll keep going along with my day. Lucky now, I don't play that. I got long hair, but I don't do that. I don't like all that smoke.
A tip for the ladies. Take it off.
Yes.
Because, I mean, hey, I'm with you. I will,
Or put the wig on so you don't get
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I put the wig on, I go to a lounge, the smokes is in the fake hair, I get to take that off, shake that out, put that on the side.
Spray it with some...
Yes, you spray it, clean it, and you're gone the next day. She has to wash her hair every time. I don't have to do that.
I do.
So that is the thing. You will have that. And if you smoke in your car, of course, you're going to have it in your car and all of that. So in a cigar lounge, ventilation is important.
It's not a bad smell.
It's not a bad smell,
it's but
it's not. And it will go onto everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't try to wear the same bra the next day.
It's raining or something. No, we're gonna smell you. We're gonna smell you.
Socks.
Everything.
Right. So ventilation, and then you touched on the cleaning of the ashtray.
Right.
Yes. So I mean, it's just cigar etiquette is just makes a difference when you're sitting at a nice, neat table. So when we used to work at the lounge, I used to always go to people be like, "Don't clean my ashtray."
Yeah.
But I would insist. I'm like, my little way in was, what if paparazzi comes and then they want to take a picture of you and your cigar on your table, and you've got all these ashes and stuff, and then they'll be like, okay, you're right. You go ahead, clean that.
It's crazy.
So whatever works.
Works. But I mean, it's just appearance wise.
It's just appearance.
It's
right.
just being a cigar smoker and knowing that you know ash. And it's just not a very nice thing to get on your clothes.
Right.
Especially when you're trying to look like you want to look nice. You still want to keep your ashes just dusty.
Right. So clean the ash.
Right. Clean the ashtrays. And if you decide to clean it yourself, a pet peeve is do not dump someone else's cigar out.
Ooh.
I know people that will smoke it down to their
to the cat.
To the cat.
They got the cat.
So throwing that out, they would get really upset.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I smoke cigars, I understand that, and I even get upset because I do smoke mine down pretty much past to about right here. Mm-hmm. I'll smoke my cigar down.
And they have cigar picks if you prefer. There's an accessory.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of smoking it down to the cap, remove
the paper,
the label.
Yeah. When you get midway, halfway, when you don't want to burn
the label.
You don't want to burn the label.
Yeah, please don't.
Right. So that's a cigar lounge etiquette that it doesn't matter. You can talk about what you enjoy, but you do not have to show off and have the label and you're burning the label. That's kind of,
it's tacky.
It's tacky.
Let's just say what it is. It's tacky.
It's tacky. The lady said it. The educators of cigars said, do not burn the label. So when you go into a lounge, 9 times out of 10, you would have to purchase a cigar.
That's another part of etiquette.
To sit into the lounge.
Is follow the rules of the lounge.
Yeah.
If you have to buy a stick, don't argue with the person at the door about why they have to buy a stick. Everyone has to. Some lounges are like that. Mm-hmm. So I just like to follow the rules of the land. So if you go somewhere, you just have to follow that,
And 9 times out of 10, the requirement is that you purchase a cigar.
Yeah, most lounges.
And most lounges.
And they have, you can say, well, I bought my own, but what's your cheapest one? The thing is, why do you come to a cigar lounge to smoke cigars if you're not going to patronize their establishment?
Exactly. Right. And you don't have to smoke their cigar at that time.
Yeah, you just
need to purchase one to go into their cigar lounge.
You bring out humidor all the time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I bring my own
humidor, cutter, lighter. I really don't need nothing from the lounge, but we come to enjoy the atmosphere
and the people, the conversation.
So you have to.
Patronize.
Exactly.
Lounges.
Right. And you get to try something new. If you have your favorite, buy your favorite. If you want to try something and sometimes you go into a lounge and they have people there that are promoting their cigars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go in. Ambassadors or their sponsors.
Right.
They're from the cigar companies and
and so that's building rapport, that's building a network, that's trying something new that you haven't tried. So that is another cigar lounge etiquette. You must, if you're going to stay, you must buy a stick.
Yes. Also, another thing that I like to tell people as well is that you don't have to waste your cigar. You go to a lounge, you smoke it to here, you like the cigar. So what you can do is just cut that off. You can put it in with a humi pack or something like that in a bag. And you can actually save your cigar for a later time.
Cut off
the part that you smoked, and just cut that.
Oops, excuse me,
she's breaking it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So once you cut that off, it's still a good cigar. So you want to keep that. I see a lot of wastefulness. People not knowing that they can keep it. They think once they light it, it's done. No, you can cut that off. Use it. You do have to use some type of moisture for it.
Right.
But once you do that,
smoke it within 24 hours.
Right. Yes.
That cut cigar that's already half smoked, you can smoke it in 24 hours.
Yes. So please save them. You don't have to, because it's like I said, it's a lifestyle. So a stick costing you $15 or $20, you would definitely want to save if you didn't finish smoking it. Yeah.
Another tip is do your research before you go to the lounge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because a lot of times, most of them, I guess it's about 50-50 depending where you are, they don't have bars, so they don't have liquor, but they will allow you to bring in your own liquor.
Bring your own.
So, or bring your own drink, whatever your preference is. So just do your research, so that you're prepared, and
you share. And that's another thing. You can share with people that's there.
They do. And they will share with you.
And they will share with you. Yeah.
Trust me, they'll share with you. You let me know.
Lucky So Lovely said, let them know if they don't share. But and I would say most of the lounges that I've been to, you bring your own. You can bring your own. You sit back, you put it on the table, and someone may come up and say, "Oh, what is that?" And again, we go back to pairing, what you're pairing it to, and it just builds that different friendships and networking, and you just share, and it's fine to share.
Yes.
And if you don't, I'm not saying that you have to. You can sit in the corner and you can, just smoke your cigar and read your book or play on your iPhone and not participate. That's totally up to you too, but that's not fun.
No, it's not. Another tip is to ask questions. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions and talk. They'll probably bombard you before you bombard them. But especially when they see new faces, because a lot of the people who hang out in Cigar Lounge,
they're there every day.
Yeah, they're regulars to that particular lounge. So they'll probably a new face, and they'll most likely they'll engage with you before you get a chance to engage with them. But don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask the bartender, ask the person up front. Ask if they have somebody in the humidor. They're filled with so much knowledge. Like, and going into the humidor is like a candy shop.
Speaking of humidors, knowing the humidity, like when you're going into a humidor, it should not be super cold. It shouldn't be super hot. Yeah. It's that little rain, like muggy, feeling that you get in there. That's how you know they're keeping the cigars very well kept. Also, seeing little white dots and things like that on the cigars is actually a good sign of an aging process on there.
It's called plume.
There it is. She knows.
Okay.
Yes.
But be careful because there's something. Plume and mold are very similar.
They look very similar.
The difference between that is that mold is speckled.
Right.
Okay.
Plume is more of like a cloudy kind of right on the surface.
Yeah, right on the surface of the cigar.
Very similar, but if you see lots of dots, like that's. Show what that is.
You just see just like a little
in the right temperature,
right? Or maybe maybe they just brought those cigars from out the back or something.
Yeah, and they just had them. They didn't have them at the right humidity.
Doesn't necessarily mean that the humidor just could maybe mean that batch of cigars wasn't kept properly. But Plume is amazing,
and I haven't had one yet.
I can't say I have. I don't.
Yeah, it's like cigars can be like wine. So the longer you keep it, it begins to age, and it can be an amazing smoke. It can be an amazing smoke, but I haven't had that yet.
Don't smoke mold. But
you might want to ask somebody before you start.
Mold. I wish I had one to show you. But
I know we don't have anything aged, but I have seen them at lounges. They normally go a little higher because they have been aging as well.
Nice tip, lady.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to think what else.
Oh, and for the men. For my men, excuse me.
Men. Guys, tap.
Hello. They're out there. They're listening. They're looking.
Okay. Ladies, please go get your men.
We'll wait.
No, seriously. Women love to smoke cigars as well. Women like to go to cigar lounges by themselves as well.
Yes.
We don't mind men coming up and saying things, but you never know. You came in by yourself and you want to sit down and have a smoke and just chill. Women are like that too, believe it or not. We want to come in, have a smoke, a drink, chill. May not want to talk too much, and it's okay. So I want women to feel more comfortable going to lounges by themselves.
Guys, so welcome them, but nowadays,
but not bombard, but welcome them.
Yes.
God, y'all see a woman in the lounge, and they're like, what's she here for?
No, it's not a meet and greet. Even though some people. let it come naturally.
Yes.
Yes.
Let it come naturally.
Yeah.
If she wants to, catch your eye or ask a question about a cigar, let it come natural.
Right.
Don't pounce.
Yeah.
No pounce. No pounce.
If you see her a little lost, if it looks like her first time, then yes, definitely
Please
try
engage,
to,
ask her if she
yeah.
needs help or anything.
Right, about what kind of cigar, things like that. But a lot of women that do go by themselves that I know of do smoke cigars, so they know what they're doing. They go in there to enjoy themselves as well. So I just always ask men to just be mindful of that. Always, they're not out there looking for a husband that night. They just want to come in. And they
may have a husband or someone at home that don't smoke, but they do.
Yeah.
Which is
that's true.
And
That's
so
true.
they just want to go and girls take over. We may come in with 2 or 3 ladies and just want to relax and
Have
chill.
a ladies' night.
Cigar lounge.
Yes. So
Sorry, guys.
we're taking over.
Right. Tap, tap. Still listening.
We're like, oh,
They walked away.
Comment down below.
So anything else for cigar etiquette that we touched on? You must buy a cigar to stay in the cigar lounge. Clean your ashtrays.
Tip your cigar tenders and your bartender.
Yes.
Tip your cigar tender.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, because it's a lot of times when you go into the lounge, the ladies at the lounge, they're entertaining you. They're making sure your space. They're supposed to be ladies. Making sure that everybody's having a good time. Your table is kept nice. You need a refill on your drink. They're doing a lot of things, making sure you're lit, you're cut, you got what you need, you're okay. That's just the culture. So,
Wow. See? Okay.
So that's why we call them cigar
tenders.
Yeah. It's like your bartender. Your bartender's going to refill your drink.
If you tip your bartender, then tip your cigar tender.
Yes.
All right, well, good.
Yes.
I think this was excellent. There were some great tips in there for the ladies and men.
Yes.
So next time, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Girl talk.
Hey.
Girl talk. Girl talk.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Girl talk.